I've been a long time UFC fan, right? And quite frankly, I believe it to be the best competitive sport there is. These people are literally putting their lives on the line, and they deserve, honestly, my attention, my support as a fan, more than any other sport or competition on the planet, really. And this fight, if you don't know, Stephon Bonnar versus Forrest Griffin, is the fight that made the UFC. It is the fight that basically made or break the UFC. This fight is so good that this was before internet, before social media. This fight was so good, people would literally call their friends and say, you gotta go turn on Spike TV and watch this fight. This fight is the best thing we've ever seen, hands down, ever. And I thought to start my series with of commentary and fight review breakdowns, there would be no better place to start than where the UFC started. So, now, getting into it, how I will be breaking down the fights. I will be scoring takedowns and strikes, and then be comparing the tally at the end of each round, totaling it up, and moments. I will also not be scoring strikes on the ground because I feel it's unfair. The guy on top should be striking, the guy on bottom shouldn't be striking, so I don't think you should really be scoring those strikes on the ground, because those strikes on the ground are going towards putting away the fight, ending the fighter, and just winning the fight, hands down. So I don't think you need to add the points on top of that, honestly. And then also, this is a more fair representation of grappling versus striking, which I don't think the UFC really takes into account very well. So, and then the last category I will be judging and scoring will be moments. Moments could consist of knockdowns, submission attempts, anything of the sort that could win the fight, anything that's memorable, and it could also be things that are negative to the fight, like eye pokes, eye gouges, kicking people in the nuts, etc. So, not necessarily super strict rule set. It's obviously at the discretion of myself and what I think landed, what strikes didn't land, and what moments are memorable enough to be put towards and against a fight. Hold on, let me switch to my headphones so you guys don't get any reverb. Alright, we in this bitch. Now, this is, as I said before, the fight that made or broke the UFC. Basically, if they didn't have a good turnout at this event, they'd be screwed. They would have gone bankrupt, and we wouldn't have a UFC that we know of today. It would probably be a very different landscape, more along the lines of pro boxing, which, in my opinion, would have been a travesty and would be terrible. But what you will notice in the crowd, you have all of the stars at the time. This dude is the famous shit talker. I forget his name. Josh Koscheck. He drove fights up by just being the asshole who you wanted to see punched in the face. He's like the original Colby Covington. Now that's the OG, Iceman. That's Randy Couture, also in the OG. But all of these people Hall of Famers except Josh Koscheck, I don't think. And they really needed this fight to be good, so they brought out all the stops. I forgot they're also fighting for a UFC contract. But
introducing first the fighter standing to my left. This man is a mixed martial artist who holds a professional record of 9 wins with 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighed in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Athens, Georgia, please welcome Forrest Griffin.
What I remember from Forrest is that he is the quintessential definition of bumping uglies.
Who holds a professional record of 9 wins with 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighed in at 204 pounds.
So super even fight, Illinois, very even body characteristics.
The American Psycho.
I think they had match for each. I'm fairly certain.
Bonnar.
Young Dana. Young Dana. Okay. We got OG Herb. He's been there from the fucking get-go if you didn't know. We about to get into it.
You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Come on, let's do it.
I'll take it slow. I'm not very good at scoring yet. Nothing as of yet. I'll do 1 strike for Forrest there.
Right in by Forrest. Bonnar gets out of the way. These guys are swinging.
There's a good leg kick by Bonnar. Overhand right by Forrest.
Nice fake with the kick and then the overhand by Griffin.
Yeah, you think he learned that from Chuck Liddell? Chuck does that with the left all the time.
That was ugly. I don't think I'm going to score any strike either way.
2 men who never switched hands during the show. Griffin, Liddell, Bonnar, the tool. And Griffin loves the competition.
They're both playing very careful, floating on the edge of the pocket. Looked like Bonnar might have landed something. I think I'm going 1 to Bonnar there for the engagement on the jab. Let's go to the beginning of this engagement. So here. Jab definitely lands for Bonnar. So I'll mark him there. Overhand right definitely lands for Forrest. It looks like Forrest left put in work as well. He kind of like slapped him with his left hand there. And then went up for the necktie for the incoming uppercut. So good combination out of Forrest. It doesn't look like Bonnar hits on that right hook. It looks like Forrest is first. Yep. It looks like there's no head movement from Forrest really backwards, but there is head movement from Bonnar going backwards. So I'm going to give Forrest another strike there as well. I'll do that leg kick as well. Yeah, I can't tell if anything hit here. Leg kick. That's a very light. It doesn't look like anything landed clean. I'm not going to score it. Give Bonnar the benefit of the doubt. Looks like Forrest won that engagement. Forrest clenched up and gave him a kiss. Yeah, it looks like Forrest lands with this right straight. Rolls with the punch. Clinches up so Bonnar can't do any retaliation. Then he steps in. It looks like the knee landed as well. Looks like he missed the uppercut and the right hook he tried to throw off the clench. I'm going to put down for moments clenched uppercuts. I think that's that's a good note. I think that's another strike for Forrest. I'll give a strike to Bonnar as well because he stayed in the pocket. It looks like Bonnar just hit him with one. That was another. Can't tell what happens. It looks like Forrest threw a low leg kick there. I'll give him that. That was a well-timed low kick that fucking completely stopped Bonnar in his tracks. That's another low kick for Forrest.
Forrest taking the center of the octagon and continuously Stephon Bonnar circling on the outside. Bonnar in the green trim trunks.
Big misses. Looks like Bonnar hit him off the last miss. But Bonner's really only hitting him in ones. He isn't really throwing together good counters. Like right there, he hit him with that right hook, but then he lunged. He completely missed. Just missed. Looks like I'm going to give Forrest one there as well. And I'll give Bonnar. Oh, he teed off. I'll give Steven a couple two. Hit him with another two there. Hit him with another jab. Bonnar's really starting to pick it up. He started throwing combos there, and he got a nice three-piece. Oh, huge strikes from Forrest. I gotta watch that back. Huge strike out of Forrest. Oh my goodness, I'm watching that back. Forrest definitely hit him with a really strong right straight there. Looks like he tapped him with his right hand there. Big overhand right as well. Another big right. Such ugly strikes coming through, but they're well timed. He just dodges that knee.